bandage. She inspects the inflamed red gashes on her arm. She slouches defeatedly in the corner. Staring at her closely, the Bandersnatch settles down on its haunches. Alice looks once more toward her wound, then nods off with her head in her arm. Meanwhile, in the throne room, the Mad Hatter sets a peculiar hat consisting of a swan's face, neck, and back on the Red Queen's head.
No.
A monkey hands him a stovepipe hat, and he tries it on the Queen.
You look stunning in that hat.
Yes. Next.
He tries on a feathery hat that covers her face.
Your Majesty has never looked better.
Another.
He sets it aside, and the monkey hands him the next one, which he places on the Queen's head. As the flattering woman admires it, her large fake nose falls off.
I don't wish to alarm you, but it smells as though you might have dropped something.
Noticing the man with the ridiculously large belly, he points and laughs. The gentleman chuckles along self-consciously. The woman holds her fake nose in place on her face.
Oh, never mind him. He's mad. Come along.
The large-eared lady arrives and whispers to her highness. The Red Queen's eyes and mouth widen. Our view sinks away from her tower in the castle as night turns to day. In the stable, Alice awakens to find the Bandersnatch's massive face looming in front of her. She recoils as the creature lazily slaps its jaws together. Noticing a key dangling from the Bandersnatch's chain collar, she reaches for it gingerly. She quickly draws her hand back, then tries again. As she manages to retrieve the key, the Bandersnatch backs away and briefly displays its mouthful of sharp teeth. It sticks out a tongue several feet long and licks the wound on Alice's arm. The redness goes away. The Bandersnatch wets its chops and gives Alice a gentle look. As she eyes the scabbed scratch marks on her arm, the creature snarls sedately.
I suppose this makes us even now.
Alice turns to the chest, fits the key in the padlock, and opens the lid. Inside, she finds the gleaming Vorpal sword laid out on red velvet lining. Its guard and grip coil in vine-like patterns, and pale oval jewels inlaid in gold run down the side of the blade. Alice picks up the Vorpal sword and examines it closely. The Bandersnatch lumbers backwards on its large bear-like legs, then turns away. Alice exits with the sword. Glancing back, she sees the Bandersnatch settle down on its haunches, then runs off. Now, in the throne room, Stain prostrates himself before the Red Queen.
Unforced herself on me, I told her. My heart belongs to you. She's obsessed with me.
The ruler narrows her eyes at him, her face turning beet red. She springs to her feet.
Over the head!
Meanwhile, the Dormouse tries to pick the Mad Hatter's shackles.
Stand back, Malliamkin.
Alice lifts her sword.
How's this for muchness?
No, it mustn't be used for anything.
The doors swing open.
Arrest that girl for unlawful seduction!
Hatter!
Two red guards advance into the room.
Take it to the White Queen.
I'm not leaving without you.
Go!
He unfurls a pair of fabric scrolls, knocking the knights off their feet, then flings a sombrero. Stain slashes it apart. The Mad Hatter lunges for a dressmaker's mannequin, but his ankle chain gets caught. The Dormouse frees it, and he grabs the mannequin just in time to block the knave's sword. The two fight their way over to a makeup table. The Mad Hatter flings powder into Stain's eyes, then grabs a perfume bottle and climbs atop a chair. The Dormouse claps her hands over her mouth.